All right. Thank you, man. Sorry, I apologize. This is embarrassing. Have an issue with the software that allows me to stream on two different platforms. Sometimes it works good, like I'll be streaming for like 4 hours and nothing happens. But then other times, this is what happens, right? So now I'm just streaming directly to YouTube without that software. So it's yeah. Apologize for that. BS. I should only be streaming on YouTube anyways because honestly, nothing's happening on Twitch. Um, and if I really want to get any views, I will have to really just become Twitch affiliate, and that's a whole process in itself that I'm not. I don't think I can achieve right now unless I get a few people to help me with that. Out with that. I have time in the future, maybe to do that. Well, they were probably using a software, not a software. It's a service called Restream. You make an account and you then use the RTPM server to that they provide to stream on multiple platforms. There's a free version and there's a paid version. Paid version allows you to like stream up until like 12 different platforms at the same time, which I don't know who's using that. Who's paying like, I don't know, $30 a month for that. But yeah. Alright. Got missed a lot while I was messing around. I think Green here is trying to kill me. But I can't see him. Nice. All right. Yeah, I lost everybody that was. I mean, I must have lost everybody from earlier. Oh, okay. But I do thank them. Somebody new subscribed, so appreciate that. If they're watching. Oh, we have a fighter over here. He's in the vehicle. Maybe not. Yeah, now he is. Bad idea, man, to come up here. Tunnel. Yeah. All right. But yeah, like I was saying before, before my stream got interrupted. when it just died completely. Nothing about air travel or traversal of the map, whether it's gonna be, you know, fast travel, which I'm sure there will be. I'm talking about GTA 6, by the way. So, air combat. Really wishing for air combat. That's in my wish list. In my wish list, obviously, because I'm a big fan of air combat, and you know, being a, I used to play back in the days. Microsoft, Microsoft Combat Simulator, I believe it was, and other simulators back in the day. So, um, the arcade style of the way that the planes handled in this game is it's I like it. I love it. I just and there used to be only the laser, and now there's other planes that you can fly. So I think that's what drew me back into the game once they added those other planes. Yeah, Ace Combat 2, by the way. Yeah, Ace Combat. Ace Combat, Falcon 4.0. I have Combat Microsoft's Combat Flight Simulator 1, 2, and 3. I played the hell out of those. And I played Ace Combat 4, is one of my favorites. Falcon 4.0 is another good one. Oh, they're not gonna make that building. Oh yeah, I knew she was gonna hit the side of the building. Ever since GTA 3, no. Ever since GTA San Andreas. Nah, I don't really like doing this crap. It's a waste of fucking time. Yeah. Because I'm not good at it and I don't care too much for it. I feel like an asshole today. I'm just gonna kill. Let's have a fight. Let's do this with this guy right here. It's gonna be one of those unproductive. Okay, well that's what he gets. Wait, he got. Dude, please. Alright, who's Ghost? Here comes a buddy of his, probably. Yeah, see what I tell you. Unnecessary bullshit. See, now we gotta find these idiots, man. I was never really was a big fan of this stupid off radar ghost bullshit, man. Everybody needs to be on the map. I understand, you know, there has to be a way to, like, you know, avoid stuff, but like passive mode is the way. You know, just give passive mode just available. Like as it is right now, as passive mode stands right now, as it is right now, the mechanics of it is good enough. Don't fucking allow people to go off the radar. There's people in this game that abuse the hell out of that, man. That shit is annoying as fuck. And I get it. You might need it to get away and stuff, but you know, and I'm being a hypocrite myself because I used it for the slasher thing that I was doing a few streams ago, right? But man, this is just fucking ridiculous. I gotta stay here and like find these idiots or like stay away from them. It's a waste of fucking time. Huge waste of time. And you are correct, by the way. Yes, the dodo, yeah, you should be able to fly a little bit. Yeah, San Andreas was the one that, you know, made that really, you know, they added all those vehicles, all those flying vehicles. Some of them made it to this game, I think, right? Like the Hunter, yeah. The Hydra. Alright, we have to kill somebody with this. I don't know what happened there, but okay. Alright, I gotta take a quick break though. Gotta check on my stream real quick. Yeah, everything seems to be looking good though. Alright. These guys, what happened to these guys, man, that we were fighting? Did they went somewhere. They probably either teleported to the facility or both ghost again. Or they're using the RC vehicles. Either way, I'm getting out of here. Let's go somewhere high. Shit, not again. Yeah. Supposed to have 2 fire chutes. All right, I'll be right back.
Talk to me, T!
I'm back. All right. Need to find out where these players went. And then over here, we're gonna be exposed. I don't know where the fuck they are, but we're gonna highlight one of them. All right, this is one of them. Oh, the other one. The one is probably definitely in some kind of maybe RC vehicle. Either way, 100% sure they just still bought her and still want to continue this fight. They're just biding their time. I still love this bike. Oh. What'd I tell you? Oh, look, it's something completely different. Yeah, look at that. Alright, let's see who this guy is. Yeah, there he is. And that's that. We're gonna head to the casino and see if we can win the voting vehicle for this week. Chances are we're not. Which place you're talking about?
Shit.
And similar to what?
Jesus, fuck!
I hope I didn't miss a message or two. I was not really looking at the chat for a moment there. Vader. Alright. This is the Ocelot Penetrator.
Throwing a party at your penthouse.
Yeah, this
Guest
what's
services and the evidence from last night's debauchery will be cleaned right away.
the hell are you wearing? Awesome. Alright, this.
How was your peak, Julie?
Cool.
Oh, yeah, well. I've never been to LA myself. But yeah, some of those areas are very, you know, almost, I would say one-on-one representation of, you know, what the real life counterpart looks like, but pretty, you know,
Okay, time for the next question.
accurate to, you know,
We asked
for
Jake
example, the downtown area is very accurate. I've seen aerial shots of it,
at the
of
mall.
LA's skyline with that big building in the center and the surrounding areas. And the Pearl Beach here, I believe it's Santa Monica Bay, and Muscle Beach is somewhere, you know, pretty accurate. Muscle Beach and the whole surrounding area, if you walk in that area, of course it's a little bit bigger because it's bigger on scale, but it's pretty much pretty accurate to how it's depicted in this game. Muscle Beach and the whole area there. Never been to California. Probably won't anytime soon. But yeah. It's I've seen pictures, I've seen videos, I've seen aerial shots. Much more accurate than the work that they did in New York with GTA 4. GTA 4's new Liberty City didn't really feel like New York to me. Somewhat, but Matt White. Something, I don't know, something was lacking. You know, and that's not necessarily wrong. Maybe they just intended it to be that way. Oh look, somebody's off radar is chasing me. Man, these people. Yeah. Cause you got no balls, son. Yeah. I've seen pictures and images, videos of Rodeo Drive. Vinewood Hills. I'm sorry, Vinewood Boulevard, you know, pretty much spot on. Even, look, I saw a video on YouTube of somebody went to the Tequila La spot. And the Tequila La spot was actually a real place. They actually went in and the place was abandoned. Of course, this was after 2020, so you know, it's a result of 2020. All those shutdowns, right? But yeah, man, it was surreal to me. Those guys actually went into the back, up the stairs, up the little, you know, metal stairs is just there, and the place was abandoned. Wow, these motherfuckers are off the radar. I can't even see. How cute. Oh, look. Yeah. Oh, he laughed. Look at that. Of course. And that's the state of GTA Online PvP. No, just a bunch of like sore losers, man, and people that like start shit and then run. Well, they'll start something and then kill you, and then they'll type to you or they'll text you with 1-0. Yeah. So, I think it was maybe 5-6 years ago. I can't remember when. Being so long, right? But KD is no longer affected by getting killed or getting kills in a session, right? So these guys still run around seeking self-validation by killing around, you know, going around just killing everybody. And you know, basically, like, you know, they are score warriors for no reason, just because, you know. And you know, God forbid if you tell them that no, you know, no KD, your KD is pointless at this point, you know. But let's try to take on that laser there. He jumped out. Hate it when they do that. Alright, let's go ourselves. KD doesn't change. KD changes when you're doing an actual death match. When you when you're in a death match, right? Or one of those any missions, right? Any of those death matches or captures or adversary modes, the arena wars, all of those. And I'm not sure, but I'm willing to bet 100% that if you do start a death match within the session, then I guess your KD will change then. Other than that, if you just go around just killing players, KD doesn't change at all. So your KD does not change if you kill players in a public session. And that's been for years now. Some players that probably didn't care to look into it, or aren't really up to date with changes in this game, probably don't know that, and they're still at the core just dumbass score warriors, man. They're annoying as fuck sometimes, these people. Come on, dude. That'll fight me. Let's play around with this guy. Let's not shoot him down yet. My stick drift is gonna get me killed here. But yeah, you see, I don't know if this guy, how good this guy is. He's trying to get away from me, but the laser cannot really outturn the rogue. So he tried, but he couldn't do it. Couldn't get behind me. I don't think he's good at all, though. This whole running around and stuff, that's just... Oh, you know what, man? Now I'm pissed. Now, if you're going to downtown, now I'm pissed now. I'm definitely not going to shut you down. I'm not going to try my best now. I'm now pissed. You don't do that to me. Eat that shit. Please, learn to fly. Learn to dogfight. Hey, when they fly downtown, man. It's like a big slap in the face to me. Even though the laser, I understand the laser is not as agile as the rogue, but I've had some dogfights against the laser where, if you're a good enough pilot, stop going to downtown, man. That shit is just cheesy. Hell, man. Beat that. Yeah, you're gonna go goes for what? So you can grab your Person Mark II and... Yeah. I don't have time for that bullshit. That's why I use such so we can do things in peace. All right, new session. It's gonna be 11. Oh, look who it is. This is. Weren't we fighting against this player earlier? Interesting that we end up in a session. I mean, this guy's not. I don't think he's friends with anyone that I know. But we were looking for him earlier, and he just leaves. All right, so he's going for a laser. So let's let him get in it. Come on. Yeah. Oh, ride you. Okay. Even better. Although I'm a little disappointed, but yeah. Oh my God, this is this child's play. It's child's play. Yeah, yeah. Somehow I just knew that was going to happen. Not that it will make any difference if he gets his B11 or not. He's not good at all, but I think against my rogue, it would probably give him. It'd probably give him maybe the best chance. Okay, so waiting on this guy to get his B11. See if he'll have a chance. Because when I first encountered him in this session, he was looks like his B11 was not really 100%. I think it was damaged. All right, there he is. All right, I'm gonna give him a chance to get some distance here. Wish he was smart enough to fly high, where the B11 is actually a little bit faster, and he is actually. Let's see. Yep. The B11 much faster, much more maneuverable at this altitude than at lower altitudes. Almost every plane is like that. Let's see. Shit. He's we let that plane go to waste, man. Watch, he could get behind me here. Because I made the mistake of trying to use elevators, and why did he turn? See, right here, going vertical is a bad idea against the B11. I see. I want to way down. Yeah. I don't know why he's doing that, why he's thinking, but none of the stuff that he's doing is very effective. See right there, like if I was to go, he would have gone up and then down, and I would have maintained the same speed he could have gotten behind me. To go into a vertical turn fight with the B11 is a bad idea. But this guy sucks. Alright, he's going down there. Look how fast it climbs, right? Into a loop. Once the B11 does that, if I'm not, like, if I don't turn in time, then the B11 can definitely get behind me. Me, I'm a decent pilot, but against a good B11 pilot, I wouldn't do good, especially at this height of altitude. Yeah, I just wanted him to turn. I didn't really want to. Yeah, well, right there, man. You already lost the fight, anyways. But this thing can take a lot of punishment, though. The B11 can take a lot of punishment. Granted, though, the cannons from this plane are like spaced out, so they don't do that much damage, but they're not very accurate. But still, not to mention, man, the B11 has every... Shit. It's actually going to make me overshoot here. If I didn't roll and slow down, he was going to make me overshoot. Alright, now I'm just being a bully, man. At least he was nice enough to come out with the B11 like I asked him to. So he deserves credit for that. But yeah, that was just waste of time. Prove nothing. All right. So there's also a strategy though in choosing certain planes for certain things. If you're know what you're doing, then it's a strategy. So for example, I've seen two players at the airport right now. They must be flying something. I know this guy's out here with his Raiju. I seen him earlier on a map. But certain players love to just fly their starlings against each other at the airport for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but they love doing that. And I've had a few instances where I've seen that happen. And every time I get close to them, it just gets very interesting. True, he could have been down earlier. Talking about the B11 earlier, but you know, I just gotta make it exciting, man. This is me bullying some low skill player. Okay, nothing going on here but at Deluxo. I'm just gonna turn back and see if we can find our buddy again with the Raiju. I hear something. The thing about the Raiju too is, there he is. He's gonna fly downtown. Yeah. His first mistake is flying at full speed with that thing. I wanted to stay away from that. There's an Oppressor Mark II there. And the Oppressor Mark II is chasing him. That's why I wanted to stay away from him. Yep, and he got shot down by the Oppressor Mark II. Or did he escape? I hear him. He is. Oh, what a... Yeah. It's gone. Sometimes it can recover, sometimes it can't from having the tail destroyed. Right now he probably can't even control it. Not even let's see if he can recover. See, he can't even maneuver. Yeah. Once the tail is gone, I can't do nothing with that. Can only barely fly with the and hover mode. Yeah, be crashing it. It counted as my kill. Alright. Let's see. Let's try a different plane. That I haven't flown. Something I haven't flown in a while. Well, he didn't land. He tried. Let's fly the Starlink. Something I haven't flown in a while. Plane that's a plane that is so it's different. It's what's just going on? I keep hearing people. This thing has this rocket boost thing going on, and snap. Its guns are not that powerful. It flies on a stamina based, you know, mechanism. But let's see if we can use it to take this guy down. I'm not really experienced with this thing. There's people that are better than me with this thing. Oh, you see already. Yeah, I'm not. This thing is harder to fly than it looks. Not used to it. Not used to using the rockets to boost. Oh, gosh. Yeah. It's actually pretty good. I know you bought it and I refused to buy it for a while, but then it's not bad. There are people that are really good with it. And because it's so small, it's very hard to hit. So like with my Rogue, I have a very hard time trying to. Oh, is he really gonna attack me with that chopper? Oh, I thought he was. I'm like, I'm thinking, man, he's trying to get to his plane again. But some people have gotten really good with this plane, and there's a lot of it on YouTube. Also, you know, the bombs too is, you know. The whole rocket system is kind of weird though. But it makes for very interesting, it makes for tight turns, very, very tight turns. And if you can use the boost right, can't go wrong. All right, so let's see what's going on the map here. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I get for not paying attention.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service?
How many?
I'll do my best. Have a nice day.
Oh wow, that was cool. Look how my character just landed on his feet. How about the shots, man? How about those shots of tequila? Man, I could go for some wine, wine myself. All right, let's go with a sea breeze. Oh, I think he's got a rogue himself. That would be interesting. No, it's yeah, it's in Dakota. I'm curious as what planes this guy has. Hey, by the way, did you used to have wasn't your Starling, the little plane, wasn't it pink? Did you paint it pink and you give it the Princess Bubblegum livery, I believe? How the hell do I remember that, man? That's you got a Molotov now. All right. I don't have rockets. Wow, I can't believe he's already smoking. Yeah, this sea breeze is not a joke. But then again, this guy just, it's not that good. Oh, no. Thought it was going straight for my hanger. The big triangle plane. It was a big. It was a bomber. There wasn't even a stealth plane. I'm thinking of the stealth one. Okay, let's see. You bought that. I remember us flying it, and not this one. This is the stealth one. This one. Yeah. God, man, what were you thinking? There's some amazing planes, but man, this one. Yeah, this one is another huge one, bomber, but it's a stealth, so at a certain altitude it can go off radar. Not very useful considering that it has no armor at all. Been toying with the idea of gaining this just because it's unique, but then again, I have something that lands on water that is very similar to this, and it even has turret guns and all that stuff. So it's like, what's the point of, you know? All right, so we yeah, we managed to make our friend who we're dog fighting with leave the session. It doesn't. I don't. Yeah, I think it's 360, but you know, like the fact that it's mounted on the top, it's, you know, it's just strange. I think it should be mounted at the bottom. Honestly. I have a VTOL plane that's very similar to it. Let's call it. Call it Tula. Hey, I was kind of hoping that guy didn't leave though. To be fair, I wasn't gonna shoot him down last time, but he attacked me, so I thought, okay, well, we're doing another dogfight. But this right here also has a turret at the top. I don't think that this is obviously does not have 360 motion. And even if it did, look at how the wing. So yeah, you can shoot at the back with this thing. But you know, it's probably not very effective. Still, this thing is very useful. It can land on water. It can also take off like that. It's called Jado, I believe. Not very good. Doesn't have rockets. Can hover just like the Avenger. Not very fast. Wow, I thought this thing was faster. does have bombs though. Yeah. Let's see how long you've been on offline. I'm trying to break a record or something. 34 minutes ago. Yeah, this thing is fun, but not very useful. Speaking of Blue Angels, I believe that this plane has a livery similar to that. I think it's referencing that exact fact that they actually have a plane like this in their show for their show. Yeah, I guess it does. I guess it does count when you get on the app. I didn't know that either. I just found out. I legit thought that you were actually on. Let's see. Let's. Tula right here.
Let's get his bird some wings. What we got in mind?
Check out these liveries, huh? Keep running. Oh, maybe this is what you mean, huh? Well, it look well. See you later. Forward. I like this one.
Blowing up shit's easier than this, right?
Oh, there you go. There we go. That should be. Right, that should be closer to the Blue Angels livery. Just right here. News. Postcard. Not bad.
Still thinking.
Of this? Air Emu. Yeah, Air Emu. Well, it says it right there on the livery name. Let's see.
You gotta get this right.
Bombardier. Missing white. Where? Like on the okay, so the whole plane will be white then. Because that's the case, then I guess it looks off because my plane is actually, because I painted this just this gray. Because
It's an important decision.
I like him to render, you know, from a not to render from a distance.
Tell me how she flies.
This is probably the closest thing that I would have to the plane that I was looking at earlier. But it doesn't really compare though. But I find that I keep it because it's unique. The Mogul is very interesting plane, but I don't know, just. Oh yeah, the Raiju is on sale. That's all that's on sale this year. This week. It's crazy to think that we would get all these vehicles for free at one point, including the cargo bob and even the tank at some point. Because at the beginning of the life cycle of this game, there was a glitch that allows you to do that before. Because some of these vehicles you can only get them. For example, the tank. I believe you had to be level 70 or 80. I can't remember exactly. To be able to buy the tank, which is so ridiculous. Same with same with the buzzard, I think. Any dogfighting clips? Well, save something that I was doing the other night. But yeah. I do have a video coming though soon. So, just stay tuned for that. I wish I had a sneak peek, but gonna be busy lately. If you want to see me dogfighting, I guess. I guess rewind. I don't know, 40 minutes, 20 minutes ago. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. I got some. I use my console for recording, but just recording the in-game footage. I'm currently using my capture card and the Rockstar editor, so I can get those different angles and stuff. But I do have something. Hold on, I got a sneak peek. Just give me a second. Wish I can play a file though from a certain. Let's see, can I play this file from a certain? Can I fast forward? Yeah, I can fast forward the file. Check this out. All right. All right, here's a sneak peek of my next video. Some of the good parts. That's it. Yep. No, it's Dakota. But yeah. Find a new session. And yeah, to edit that with Rockstar Editor and blend it with so to blend it with the game footage, it's a lot of work, but yeah, I don't see anyone else doing something similar, so hoping that we do have an extra a Rockstar Editor in GTA 6. So I can do something, so I can do some really cool stuff with it. The fact that it's limited to like a few seconds though, like 30 seconds each clip, it's bad because sometimes if you record like something, I don't know, like a 4 or 5 minute sequence, you have to put all those clips together. Sometimes they don't really blend in. There's a big space in between them and you gotta fill it up with something. Have you seen anyone else do actual using Rockstar Editor to simulate what it's like to be in the cockpit of these planes? I've seen people do, you know, the some shots, some outside of the plane shots, some, you know, showing something, showing the dogfight, but not what I just showed you. Anyways, once I upload the video, you see what I mean. Yeah, it did, and it had POV from the cockpit. but to simulate how a person reacts in the cockpit by looking around and, you know, trying to get trying to see what your opponent is in the air. That's not easy. And I know what I know why a lot of people I haven't seen anyone else do it,
What can I help you with?
because it's not easy. But yeah, I don't want to be like everyone else. So what some people do is they do this. They'll record something like this from first person, or try to do dogfights in first person, which is fine. You know, it's a challenge in itself, but you know, it's not exactly what I'm doing. So I'm hoping that people will appreciate that I took the extra mile to make such videos like that, because I haven't seen anyone else do it. And believe me, I've searched for people, you know, for similar videos, and it's not just about the cinematic part. Yeah, thanks, man. So I record my videos with my capture card, and then I take some of the footage from I take some of the first person some of the footage, some of the cinematic footage from the Rockstar editor, and then I have to I add time code to both of them, because that's the bitch too. This is why probably no one else has done this, because to sync the footage from the Rockstar editor to the footage recorded from my capture card, none of it has time code, right? If you're a videographer, you know what time code is. I think Vader knows what time code is. Time code is basically just a time burned into the video file that tells you, you know, makes it easier for you to get to a certain point in the video in milliseconds or frames. Bro, seriously. But yeah, so you know, I add time code so I can match the both footages, and from there I determine, you know, what I'm gonna use, make the cuts that I'm supposed to make that make sense, right? From, you know, going from first person to third person to like showing a whole sequence of you know, of a dogfight. Yeah, kind of interesting though, man. That I remember Vader used to talk about a lot about this stuff, and I, you know, with Windrock, and I had no idea what hell you were talking about, but now I know. I went to school for like for a few years for this shit, man. Didn't think I'd make a living out of this stuff. No. Yeah, so yeah, I remember like doing little edits here and there back in the days, but now nothing major. I used to use um something's built in place, something in the PlayStation. Forgot what name of it was. Some app in the PlayStation. They used to. uh, I can't sell on this session, man. Well, I'm a slow learner, man. So there's no way. There's no way that I would learn. Well, there's always, man. There's always. YouTube is wonderful for learning new skills, but like, um, I think I would have learned enough editing on my own if I ain't going to school. But I think me sitting in a classroom, that's never been my thing. Yeah, those shorts. By the way, what was the first? I'm curious. What was the first like editing program that you learned, like on your own? I remember back in the days, myself. I was trying to teach myself Adobe Premiere. Yeah, Nero. I used Nero mostly to burn anything Nero was to burn like DVDs back in the days. Yeah, I started learning Adobe Premiere. Then then because of in school I started learning jeez, I can't even remember the name of it. Oh man. Um Avid Media Composer, which is a very, if you're an old school editor, you know most old school editors still use Avid Media Composer. The learning curve for that program though is very steep, man. I really didn't like it. I learned it, but then I started learning DaVinci Resolve, and it's much easier, much more intuitive. You really the person marked to chasing me. Well, the thing about me in school, man, is like I kind of lack direction. I don't think I would have learned some of this stuff if I hadn't. And even as I was learning, I was kind of like dismissing it a little bit. And I got really serious into learning all aspects of video production and stuff like that. remember I was also going to school for game design, which is something that I quickly learned, man, that it wasn't for me at all. And this guy must have been really mad at me that I shot him down while he was trying to kill that player in his in that mission that they're doing. Alright, I'm just finding myself going around aimlessly, just doing nothing. So you want to know what really turned me away from game design, man, is maybe coding language was not something that I wanted to spend time on learning too much. There was all aspects of game design that I could learn at that point. You know, game engines, like building a game engine from the ground up. You know, animation was a little bit easier, a little bit more comprehensive. Then there was coding, right? Programming the game itself, right? There was coding, programming the engine, building an engine from the ground up, and actually like programming the game's mechanics and all that stuff, right? Then there was animation, and you know. And I tried to really like. You can't just have a passion for something that you think of as recreational. So I just like build really a passion for it out of thin air. To me, video games will always be something like recreation. To sit here and try to make one, I'll leave that to other people. Hopefully they'll make the game that I want. You kind of want to make the game that you want, but in reality, and a lot of developers will tell you this, including the people that were game developers that I was learning from, right? They told me themselves, you're not gonna always create the game that you really want. A lot of things are gonna get in the way, and these are people who were working as independent video game creators. So, yeah. And some were, working in a big companies. Like one of them worked at Ubisoft and had a hand in, making one of the Assassin's Creed games and all that stuff. Had tons of experience, but look, now these days there's crowdfunding, right? So like you make a concept, if you're good enough, if you have the right people around you, you start a concept, right? You show it, and then you basically use crowdfunding to develop the rest of the game, right? But I've seen that being done a lot. A lot of games just are shown, people spend money crowdfunding them, and then those games just disappear. So yeah, either because the developers themselves were just out for a scam, or because they realized that their game was just too ambitious. Yes, yeah, that's exactly. I never did for that reason. Mainly because I remember like in class various examples of of that. warning me of the fact that if you don't deliver on what you promised, then as a creator, I'm looking at it from the side of the creator, right? People aren't going to trust you, so you're done as a creator. If you remember, something like that happened recently with No Man's Land. That game, the creator lied about what the game was really going to be like, and the game didn't have as much sales as it should have. So, and again, of course, you know, like those games that are never released and are crowdfunded, you know, you never hear from those people again. All right, so I find myself just running around doing nothing. I think I will stream after the next weekly update drops, which is next week. So, yeah. I'm not gonna be covering like the weekly updates anymore. I'm not gonna do any of that anymore. But I'm gonna talk about like GTA 6 and my opinion of it. Want to maybe drop a few videos about it. Right before the trailer drops, right? And I also have my little predictions on what the trailer is gonna be like, what it's gonna show. I don't think it's gonna show much. It's really gonna be a teaser, if anything. Right? I want to do a breakdown. You know. But yeah. Yeah, so I'll be streaming probably on Thursday after the next weekly update drops. So yeah. Again, thank you, Vader, and everyone else, man, that joined the stream. I feel like I bored myself to death today, and I bored everybody to death. And I had that issue earlier with the stream just dying out of nowhere for some reason, just going offline. I think from now on, I'm just gonna stream on YouTube, and you know, that's all, because that's really where I get the most like views, or you know. And besides, you know, I'm dropping videos on YouTube anyway, so. All right, well. Man, one of these days, man, I have to hire you for some thumbnail work. That's one of my biggest obstacles. Can you believe that video that I showed earlier? I edited that like a week ago. And because I haven't had the time to make a decent thumbnail, I haven't really released it. So yeah. Oh, my darling wife laughed at me because I said what I just said. Well, guess what I use for my thumbnails, man. I actually use Google Slides. If you can. Yeah, actually, I will mess around with that. Send it to me again, because I think it got buried in tons of messages that we send back and forth, man. So yeah, I appreciate that. And try to mess with that, see what I can come up with. But yeah, man, thanks again, and I'll be on Thursday again. I'll be streaming Thursday about the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So actually, I have Adobe Photoshop 2020. I just don't not really good with it. Yeah, I have Adobe Photoshop 2020. The only thing I know how to do in Adobe Photoshop I know how to do PGN files. That's all I know how to do. So yeah, I should probably just get 2023. Sometimes I use Adobe Photoshop to make a PGN here and there. Sorry, PNG, a transparent, image. But yeah. All right, man. That's about it. All right, again, Thursday, beyond after the weekly update drops. Thank you again, and until next time.